Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Completely Fandom. Today I've actually tidied my shelf up in my bedroom, my geek shelf I'll call it, and I thought I'd give you a quick tour of what's on my geek bookshelf. I'm on Handycam, so you might be a bit uneasy and there might be some unfocused bits, so I apologise for that, but just roll credits and we'll go. Firstly, let's just start at the top there. Here's my Justice League poster type thing. I got it for Christmas. It's kind of fabric, it's a weird thing. I was going to get it framed, but I think it looks okay as is. If we go down a bit, we've got my Hush Batman figures. I've actually got the whole collection, 2 series of them. These two are the only ones that I can find at the moment because the others are in storage. But yeah, they're awesome figures. I had to put them away while we moved house a few times. But I love the Hush ones. I got them from Midtime Comics, and I ordered the second series from Midtime Comics as well in New York. And I just love them. I love the Jim Lee designs. I love the stances that they're in. Then we've got some Disney Infinity. Here we've got Rocket Raccoon and Groot. And just past my Farscape things, I've got the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy. The game's okay. I've not really played it much. I like the figurines. To say that they're about the most expensive I've paid for is about £10. But because these are Disney Infinity 2.0, I've actually got these for like £6, £2 on some of them, £2.50, just to get the whole collection. Going back to my Farscape box set, right, this is the most expensive thing I've actually bought, I think, that's on the bookshelf. Story behind it is, I love Jim Henderson, I love Farscape. For years I've been looking for the storyteller with John Hurt and some guy afterwards. And I couldn't find it anywhere, and when I could find it, it was bloody expensive. So I couldn't find Farscape box set for a while, and then it came up. I think it was on Amazon or something like that, and it was expensive. But I thought I best buy it now, as it's going to be more rare and more expensive. I think I paid. I'm going to admit, everyone's going to hear this. I think I paid about £200 for that. Yeah, I'm not proud of it. Well, I'm proud of having owned it because Farscape's one of my favourite sci-fi shows, but I'm not proud to spend that much money, especially when I've been to Exchange Shop recently, and you can get it on Blu-ray for a lot cheaper, and you can buy the DVDs for like 75p each. So yeah, I got ripped off, but at the time I thought I was okay about that. Henry's put Baymax, and I can't remember the cat's name, up there because he felt left out, that he's not got anything up there. Got me Lord of the Rings, Game of Thrones box sets, and then we've got Ant-Man. I love the Ant-Man film. I do like the Ant-Man Lego. It's just a bit different. It's not like a car or anything. It's like something organic made out of Lego. Anyone from the 90s probably has a Friends box set somewhere down the line. There's my Avengers Infinity ones. Again, these were quite cheap. Oh, there's Yellow Jacket. I love that costume. I love that armour. Then we've got, yeah, the rest of the Avengers. I've actually got the Falcon one as well, which was a bonus one. I know there's a set that you can buy. Well, you can put them so it's like a display set, but I'm not sure where to find that from. Here are some of my DVDs that I refuse to throw away. Try and get them in focus. Top 4 are Xena. I'm missing a few of them. Xena Warrior Princess. Then I've got Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Once More with Feeling. Yes, I bought the CD. Below that is WWF Superstars, not WWE. This is way back when. It's got Nasty Boys in there, and the Nasty Boys are just plain nasty. I can't sing. And I've got Gladiators, Return of the Gladiators soundtrack. I've got rid of all my CDs. I just couldn't get rid of them. They're a bit sentimental. I've got my D&D stuff, Dungeons and Dragons, and my role-playing stuff. If you're interested in my role-playing stuff, then go check out Completely Games Master playlist. There's my dice there. I've got some pink ones, but I think they're put away. I've got some cards there, spell cards. Spell cards are brilliant. I've got some class cards that were... they're a lazy man's tool to be a games master, but I bought them anyway. They're like £2-3 quid each. Writing for Comics by Peter David. Peter David's one of my favourite comic book writers of all time. I love his Star Trek series, Star Trek New Frontier. I've always been wanting to write comics. I just can't find an artist, so I started to write novels, kind of based on the idea of writing comics. So it's a really good book that I keep referring back to, and it's that. I've got my Buffy collection here, Buffy DVDs. I've actually got the whole collection, but season 3 and 4 seem to be missing. I've got some postcards of films. I was going to do a collection of postcards actually, and get autographs for the directors, and then put them all into a nice framed thing, but I never got round to doing it. Oops, daisy, there we go. I've got an X-Men belt buckle that I've painted and I'm going to varnish. This was going to be for a cosplay, X-Men, not plus sign. It's going to be for a cosplay that I've been creating for 2 years now. Yeah, I need to crack on with that. There's that ring, is a replica of Johnny Depp from Pirates of the Caribbean. There we go, bookmark, Voyager. There we go. So a bit of everything in there. Here we have all the Marvel big events over the last few years. I'm slowly collecting them up. Got Planet Hulk, Fear itself. Mixed feelings about each one, and I'll probably do reviews about each big event eventually. It's got Superior Spider-Man. I didn't order the Dan Slott autograph because it would have been a bit more expensive, I guess. But I actually got it, which I'm proud of, and it's the Spider-Man 2099 issue. So yeah, I'm happy with that one. I do like Dan Slott as a writer. I've not got many of his Spider-Man stuff, but I've made sure I got the Superior Spider-Man. If you've not read it, I suggest reading it. Wolverine and the X-Men there. That was when I started reading Jason Aaron's work. Aquaman, love the Aquaman, New 52 Aquaman. If you've not read that, pick it up. I'm a bit behind on that one at the moment. And I've got the Batman, New 52, Scott Snyder. There's not many New 52 DC that I would collect, but I did like the Batman and the Aquaman. Thor by Jason Aaron as well. I did like Guardians of the Galaxy before the film, but then I kind of jumped on board with the Marvel Now storylines just to see what was happening. They're okay, the artwork's great, storyline's not too good. And I've got a whole mixture of comic books there. Wrong Turned, signed by Elisha Dushku. My brother-in-law Brendan, you might know him from some of the other episodes. He got me this because Elisha Dushku was visiting England the same time that I was like touring New Zealand. So I was like so gutted I didn't see Elisha Dushku. But I was happy that I was in Middle Earth. I'd just like to introduce you to this one, Executioner's Song by the X-Men. This was before Marvel events took over the whole universe. They actually had Avenger events, X-Men events, Spider-Man events, and that was the first graphic novel that I ever purchased, and I'm happy with that. I still read it occasionally, I keep going back to it. While we're up here again, I actually got this one signed. He came to our local comic book store while we had one, and signed by Mike Carey, the author of Supernovas. He was on X-Men for a long time, I think. And it's got Chris Pichello artwork. Encyclopedias and whatnot. Some more role-playing. Games that I wanted to play but never got round to. I've got all my DC random ones. Hush is a fantastic, I think it lasted a year. It got me into Batman. I did like Batman before, but it got me into Batman comics. And Hush has all the bad guys in it, and it's got all the good guys in it. And it would be the one Batman comic book that I would suggest reading. A lot would say like Dark Knight and Dark Knight Returns, but no, I'd say read Hush. No Man's Land, brilliant storyline. It took me ages to collect them. I couldn't find half of those graphic novels until like much later on. Then we've got War Games, which is again is a brilliant storyline. It's got Stephanie Brown in it, and I love Stephanie Brown as a character. I hope she can make it into the films somewhere down the line. Justice. Back in MySpace days, I was in quite a regular conversation with Jim Kruger, the writer of this, while he was writing this as well. So I got a lot of tips from him. He's a nice guy, and I like Alex Ross's artwork. It's like paintings. And this was a storyline that got me into Aquaman. It actually made me understand Aquaman, so it's not just taking the mick out of him all the time. Identity Crisis, another book I recommend from DC. This got me introduced to a lot of DC characters that I didn't know about. I was a big Marvel collector for ages, but I collected the Identity Crisis comic books, and then I later on bought the graphic novel so I could get rid of the comic books that took up space. And look at that, I've actually got a Deadpool graphic novel. I've got me Thundercats box set. My wife got me this, and this is one of my biggest things. Look. And it's number, if you can see that, you can't really see it. It's number 649 of 1500, and that's it. Whoa! So I like that one. It's a nice display box. If you've got a geek shelf that you would like to share, then please put the link below so you can all have a quick look. And I will see you sometime soon. Take it easy for now, and I will leave you with Hank Pym Ant-Man.